I had a shave for an audition recently, and I think I actually like this look better. I don't know. What do you think? That's not why you're here. You don't care. You don't care. Okay. So, you don't get approached when going out with your girlfriends. And it's weird because some of your girlfriends always get approached. You see other girls get approached, but you never seem to get approached as much as you think that you probably should. And you look at yourself objectively, you know, you have a level of awareness. Look at yourself objectively and you're like, I'm not unattractive. In fact, I'm quite an attractive girl. I've got some stuff going on. I wear nice clothes, I do my hair, I make up's on point. Why don't guys approach me, right? And let's be honest, I know. You look at other girls that get approached and you feel, I'm more attractive than she is. And you know what? You might be right. You might be too attractive, which is why guys don't approach you. But then what actually happens is you think, okay, I'm not attractive enough. So you work harder to be more attractive, and then even less guys actually approach you. Okay, online, people approach you, right? Guys slide into your DMs. Hey babe, what's going on? They comment on all your photos. They're liking everything you post. And that's nice validation, but those aren't the guys that you want. You want a guy who has the confidence to come up and say hi to you. You want a guy who has the confidence and courage to go, hey, you look like an interesting person. Let's get to know each other. That doesn't happen. The guy who slides into your DMs, that's minimal effort. You want the guy who has the balls, the cojones, to make a move in real life. And the truth is, yeah, there are only a few guys out there who do have the cojones to do this in public. But those guys never seem to actually approach you. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you a little secret. The girls who are the most attractive get approached the least. Maybe not online, but definitely in real life. The girls who get approached the most are the girls who are somewhat attractive, but they're not too attractive. Why? This doesn't make sense. Right? If guys care about a girl's looks, then surely the more attractive she is, the more approaches she's gonna get. Well, first off, it's really hard for a guy to even approach a girl in the first place. It's very difficult for a guy to do that. The second thing is because it's very difficult, guys don't want to shoot their shot where rejection is very likely. And if a girl is so attractive that he can think, okay, the chance of her going for me is so unlikely, I'm not gonna put myself out there. I'm not gonna put my self-dignity on the line to get shot down by the most attractive girl in the bar. This is how guys think. So actually, they'll go for the somewhat attractive girl who they feel they have more of a chance with. Now look, this isn't a reflection of your value as human beings, but yeah, this is a reality of the dating world and what happens when people meet in real life. This does happen. So what are you meant to do? Are you supposed to make yourself less attractive? You know, put on loads of weight, have terrible style, don't even do your makeup or your hair or anything like that? No, of course not. This isn't about lowering how you like to take care of yourself because you like to look good. That's good. So without lowering your standard in appearance, what are you supposed to do? Well, there are two ways to combat this certain problem and obstacle you may be having if you are a little bit too attractive. The first one is you need to work harder in choosing signals. You know what I mean by choosing signals. I mean, when you're out and about and there's a guy that you like the look of, you like his energy, you like his style, you think he's attractive, you're gonna have to work harder to show him that he can approach you. This means making eye contact way more than maybe what you're used to. This might mean that when he looks over at you, you do hold eye contact and maybe you give him a smile. This could be as simple as you walking up to him and saying, hey, do you know where the toilet is? Or hey, do you know where the best place to get a drink at the bar is? Because I'm really struggling to get one. In fact, that's such a good line because if anything, he'll go, you know what, come with me, let me get you a drink. Boom! Oh my God, I literally just made that up on the spot. I made that up on the spot. Try it, tell me if it works. I really think that would work. Making a stronger effort in giving him choosing signals, these are just ways of making him feel comfortable to engage with you. Because a guy's not gonna engage with the girl who is super attractive, right? She's not even looking up, she's just here, sipping her drink, she's talking to her friends, but she's not even scanning the crowd, looking at guys. She's not open to connecting with anyone. The guys who actually might have somewhat of a confidence to come up and say hi, they're not gonna do that if they feel you're not open to it. Now, don't get me wrong. There are a very, very small percentage of guys who will just approach anything. And you've probably been approached by those guys more often than not. They come across as rude, they come across as crass, and they come across as arrogant. But the kind of guy that is worth talking to, the kind of guy that has that level of confidence, but also wants to make sure that you are open to engaging, you have to send him those signals to give him that permission. So that's the first way to combat this. The second way to combat this, and yes, this is gonna take a little bit of effort on your part, is for you to approach him. I know, it's hard to approach someone. I get it. You don't want to put yourself out there. It's hard to take the risk for potential rejection. But do you realize this is what you ask of guys? And here's the thing, this is 2022, okay? As a woman, you can be strong, independent, earn your own money, have your own confidence, go after what you want. Well, if there's a guy that you want, then go after him. There's no excuse why any woman today can't make the first move. And actually, the girl who does make the first move is the one who has more options to choose from. Because this means that it's the guys who approach you and the guys that you can make a move on first, all of them you have to choose from, and you can choose the best guy for you. Is it heart-wrenching? Yes. Is it nerve-wracking? Yes. Would you feel awful if you got rejected? 100%. Everyone does, guys included. However, what I will say is that any woman who is only ever gonna wait for a guy to come to her, she then cannot complain about the lack of options that she has. So, okay, let's say that you're open to approaching him, okay? How would you do it, Kit? How would you approach a guy? How do guys like to be approached? Is there a certain way guys like to be approached? Is he gonna think that she's desperate? Is he gonna think that I'm desperate if I approach him? No. First off, guys never expect to be approached. Even the guys that you look at, you go, wow, he's very attractive, he's very confident, he probably gets approached all the time. He gets way less approached than the average girl does. That's the truth, because most women do not approach guys, they're afraid to. So if you're doing that, you're already gonna stand out to him. So one, just you making a subtle approach, he's never gonna expect that. He's gonna be more off guard than you are. So how do you approach a guy? Well, here's what I want you to do. I want you to ask yourself, how do you want to be approached? How do you want to be approached? When you see a guy and you're with your girls and you're hanging out, how would you like him to approach you? What would you like him to say? What would you like his demeanor to be? What kind of tone would you like him to bring to make you feel comfortable? Whatever it is you just thought of, that is exactly what you do. If you see a guy that you maybe like and you'd want him to approach you in a way of, oh, hey, I just saw you come into the room, I think you're really interesting, I just wanted to come up and say hi, which is a really great first opening line, thank you. Then that is exactly how you can and should approach him, because he's not going to expect it from you and you're open to engaging with him by taking the first step. That even more gives him permission to go, oh, actually no, I can talk to this girl, even though she's like super attractive. Now I know this is probably you stepping out of your comfort zone, but here's the thing. If you want something you've never had, you have to do something you've never done. If you're looking for a guy who sparks up your love life, make sure you subscribe to this wonderful tribe. And as always, keep it slick. Pow.